morning, Fort McMurray, Wood Buffalo, and the rest of the world. You've tuned in to the Max City Morning Show. I'm your host, Elliot Pierre, and we're going to start this episode off the same way we start every episode off, with a moment of gratitude. I know you could be doing a million other things with your time, and the fact that you spend it with us truly does mean the world to me, so thank you. On that note, Tanner, hit him with the intro. And we are back. Big shout out to our title sponsor, Neural Toyota. Really do appreciate your ongoing support. As everybody knows at home, I do not introduce my guests because they can do a better job at that than myself. So can you please tell everybody at home who you are and what you're about?
I'm Liv. I do art here in Holy Trinity.
Okay, so I just gotta start this off by saying I have a sucker. This is an A&W sucker. I shouldn't have put it in, I shouldn't have opened it before I started filming, but I'm definitely not throwing it away. I know my parents are gonna yell at me because I have a sucker in this episode. So what grade are you in?
I'm in grade 12.
Grade 12, and your teacher was telling me that you've been doing art like all the way up here. Mm-hmm. So what type of art are we talking about? Are you painting? Are you drawing?
I do a lot of painting. I love painting. Okay. This is my painting.
That's yours right there. Okay, so that's a very famous actor. So why did you pick him as your like piece or your inspiration to paint?
I think he's a super cool guy. I'm super into like grungy stuff. I love when paintings can be kind of messy and show a little bit of an emotion in it. And because I love him so much, it's really easy for me to paint him and to show that expression in his paintings. So, yeah.
And so him as an individual, are we talking about some roles that he's played as an actor, or do you follow him as a celebrity, or is it a combination of both?
A bit of both. Okay. I love him as a celebrity. I'm just a really, really, really big fan of The Walking Dead. So when I started watching The Walking Dead and I saw him, I was like, oh, he's super cool. I named my dog after him.
That's awesome. So super fan there. Okay, so you said something that really piqued my interest because I was there a few times last year. You said grunge. I went to Seattle a few times. Have you been to Seattle? Like grungy stuff like Walking of the Dead, does that come into music and other components of your life as well?
Totally, yes.
Okay, let's hear about it, please.
I love Nirvana. They're my favorite band. This was also a little bit inspired by Nirvana because this was inspired by my late art teacher, who Mr. Na, he passed away last year, but he did a piece and I was inspired of it, and it was Kurt Cobain. Okay. So I was super inspired because I love The Walking Dead and I love Nirvana, and they're both really grungy. So I was like, what if I combine the two things I really love and do something about it? If you like Nirvana, have you listened or read, but I would suggest listening to it, David Grohl's book, you know, the drummer of Nirvana? Yes, I'm going to the Foo Fighters in September. No, you're not. Where? I think it's in Edmonton. Yeah. Okay, and who are you going with? I'm going with my dad. That's so cool. Oh, I gotta get tickets to this. I didn't know they were gonna be in Edmonton. He's an amazing artist, and like, thinking of somebody who was in this legendary band to transfer into his own, and then because of the tragedy of the industry and the passing of so many of his bandmates, but to continue his musical career is nuts. I know. That's so cool that you're gonna go see him. Listen to his book before you go. Yeah, I've seen a lot of clips of his book, most of the parts about like Kurt, and it seems really emotional. It seems like it captures a lot. Yeah, and the book, yes, but it tells his story from when like he was a kid. So like when he started like playing the drums and how he didn't have like a lot of money, and like it tells a story about him like traveling in a van through Europe and stuff, and he meets, anyways, I'm not gonna, spoiler alert, it's a great book. The Nirvana component of it is there, and it's a big component of his life obviously, but before he got into Nirvana and like the road trips and stuff, living in a van that he was doing, epic. So when it comes to Nirvana, like, what's a song that you like? Do you like their live album, Unplugged, or do you like their recorded studio album more? I do like recorded stuff a lot. I love the live album because I feel like it captures a lot of emotion. I like the Incesticide album. That's a really good album. And I feel like that one isn't talked about a lot, but I also love In Utero. I think that, I love looking at the cover art too. I did a lot of art to do with that as well. Okay. I think it's beautiful. I would love to get the In Utero lady tattoo. That's like a dream. Okay. We'll talk about tattoos after. We'll stick on this topic of art though on the cover. So I'm a lot older than you. So when I used to buy CDs, I'm not that old, tapes too, I used to buy a lot of cassettes.
you picked it so much on the artwork.
Yes.
Like you couldn't listen to it. They had a single on the radio if you were lucky, or Much Music, and you literally like picked it based on the artwork. You don't look at music like that anymore because it comes on your screen. So is that picture, that image that you're seeing, helping you listen to the music, or do you gravitate to an image, or are you hearing it before you see it?
I do listen, like I'll see an album and maybe a song and maybe both of them like come together, and I'll be like, this song is really cool and this album work is really cool too, like the cover is super pretty. So I definitely do lean towards album covers that are really pretty, and I'm like, I think like look cool. So but I think it's a bit of both.
Okay, interesting. Because yeah, like I love talking about music with people, just because the platform has changed so dramatically, and it always does, from like radio to a record to a tape to a CD to now like, you're so lucky in regards to like, I was very much alive when Kurt Cobain died, and like I was listening to Nirvana like when it happened. I was way too young. I was like in grade 6, like inappropriate. Like Nirvana, Snoop Dogg, like all that stuff was like what I was listening to. But for you to listen to it now, that's a wild concept that in theory wouldn't have happened like that in the past. So what kind of other like music do you think that you listen to is influenced by like Nirvana and the Foo Fighters that's like relevant today?
Relevant today.
Yeah.
I feel like it's hard, like with stuff that is relevant, I feel like it's mostly just relevant because of like online, like TikTok and Instagram and stuff.
Yeah.
So like when I listen to artists, I usually find like on TikTok or something an artist that is a little bit similar. I feel like I can't compare anything to Nirvana or Foo Fighters. I don't think I can.
Yeah.
But there is a lot of music online where I did find from TikTok, and it gives me that same feeling that Nirvana gives me.
Yeah.
So, but like have you heard of Mitski?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, I have.
Like I found her probably on TikTok in like grade 7 or something.
Okay.
And like it gave me that same feeling that Nirvana did. It was just like, there's so much emotion in this music, and it made me want to keep listening to it. Same with the cover art. The cover art is beautiful.
Okay.
So I just wanted to keep listening to it.
Okay. If you have the opportunity, go to Seattle.
Yeah.
Like, I never got it until I was there. And I was there for like 2 trips, 2 weeks. So like I lived there. And it's a scene. And you can see why that music came out of that scene. What I will say though, and like no shade to Seattle, like nighttime is grimy and scary. Like it is scary. So like Uber and like roll with a pack.
Yeah.
All right. On that note, I know we've already hit 5 minutes, so we're going to cut this off. But because got confused. Before I cut you loose, everybody gets a shameless shout out or plug. So you have the mic, the camera, the lights. Have fun.
I don't have anything to plug. I just do stuff. So if you hear my name someday, my name's Liv Lundgren. So if you hear my name because I'm doing art, I just got accepted into university. So if you hear my name somewhere, come check it out.
There we go. Awesome. Thank you. Well, for McMurray Wood Buffalo, the rest of the world, that's been another episode of the Mac City Morning Show. From the bottom of my heart, thank you very much for tuning in. Big shout out to our title sponsor, Noral Toyota, as well as Carrie from Patchouli Rose and the beautiful people at Coldwell Banker. Hope everybody at home is having a great day, and we'll see you tomorrow. Peace.
Hi everyone, it's Carrie with Patchouli Rose here at Thickwood Barbershop. If you're wondering what to get your loved one this season for Valentine's Day, I make an all-natural anti-aging skin serum called Good Skin. It's good for men and women, and it's available for purchase here at the Barbershop, downtown at the Corridor Shops and Events, and on my website. Thank you for your support.
Talk about quenching your ugly thirst.